UFC 311 right around the corner. Okay, and we're going to be talking predictions. Okay, who do I think is going to win? How do I think it's going to happen? I am so excited to watch a UFC pay-per-view again. It's been too long. I've been missing it. I can't lie. Okay, I guess I have other hobbies. Before you say, get another hobby. I have other hobbies. I've just been missing the UFC, alright? So we're going to talk about who I think is going to win. These are my main card predictions for UFC 311. Let's get straight into it with the first matchup. Kevin Holland versus Renier Derrida. Now, I know that Renier Derrida came in with a lot of hype, and he kind of had a 3-round war back and forth through GM3, which doesn't really put you in standing to be like, whoa, this guy's gonna destroy everyone in the UFC. Like, no. However, Kevin Holland's not great either. All right, we all like to think Kevin Holland's this like amazing fighter. Well, I say we all. I don't think we do, but Kevin Holland's like this kind of like he's okay sometimes, but other times he's just completely shit. And what Kevin Holland likes to do is, like with Wonderboy Thompson, okay, he'll agree to a stand and bang sort of fight, and then he'll use that as an excuse to why he lost. So I'm picking Renier Derrida by submission in this fight, and I think what's going to happen is Kevin Holland, as he does, he's going to want to go out and prove a point, like he tried to do it against Wonderboy, and he's going to try and like out grapple and wrestle this guy. And this guy's a submission specialist. I can see Kevin Holland trying to mix in the grappling with this guy to prove a point, and he just gets caught and he just gets choked out, or he taps because he's not going to go to sleep. But Kevin Holland seems to like love to lose. It's like he's almost got like a fetish of just like never ever being ranked. Like it's so strange how he just chooses to lose fights. It's really really strange, and I don't think it's gonna be any different with this fight. All right, I really don't. Like I get, like with MVP, like you're up there trying to match his striking. Like why? He can't wrestle. All right. You can, a little bit. Use it. Like, come on. This Kevin Holland guy is going to try and grapple with this dude, and he's going to get submitted. That's what I think. Moving on. Next matchup. Yuri Prochazka versus Jamal Hill. My boy Yuri, the fellow Tism, back in the cage. I'm excited to see this one. And you know what? Jamal Hill, he's a good fighter. He is a good fighter. I'm going with Yuri. I think it's going to be very back and forth. I think it's going to be a very back and forth fight. I think Yuri's nearly going to get finished. Whoa, hot take, guys. Like in every single fight that he ever has, he nearly gets finished. He does. He gets rocked every single fight. He's on like wobbly legs. It's like he's walking on ice in every single fight. He gets chinned. He gets clocked on the chin because his hands are down. His hands are way down. His chin's up in the air, but he's doing all this shit. Bang. Jamal's going to try and capitalize, and I think that's where Yuri's going to... well, what Yuri does is, like, if he gets rocked, he'll use a takedown to bide the time. Right? And then I think when they get back up again, I think Yuri's going to get rocked in round 1, and then he's going to come back into round 2. Jamal Hill's going to be feeling, yeah, I'm going to fucking I'm going to get this guy. He's going to get kind of like sloppy, all right, and then Yuri's going to go and clock him. Because Jamal's coming into this fight with a lot of emotion. And I don't know if you've noticed, but he's kind of been coping since he got knocked out. Like, he's coming into this fight with a lot of emotion. He's got something to prove, all right? He's going to come into this fight feeling angry, feeling disrespected, all right? He wants to prove a point. And if he gets Yuri rocked, he's going to go in guns blazing. And Yuri's, I think, with his unorthodox striking that you can't predict, he's just going to clock him somehow. I'm predicting a KO, TKO, whatever you want to call it, a stoppage from Yuri in round 2. And if Yuri doesn't win, I might actually cry and I might quit forever. No, I won't quit. But I might actually cry because he's my favourite fighter. I love him so much. I hope he doesn't lose to Jamal Hill. Because could you imagine how... Jamal would be unbearable to listen to. He already is, but imagine if he knocks out Yuri. Oh my god, I'm actually nervous for this fight because Jamal Hill is he is good. when he's not getting knocked out in the first round. He is good. Well, I mean, he looked good against Glover. Well, like, Glover's old. Okay. Yes, Yuri went in a back and forth war with Glover, but let's be honest. Yuri's finish, that fight against Yuri and Glover was a lot more entertaining than Jamal and Glover. But Jamal looked better against Glover. I will admit that. However, Yuri got him out there. Yeah, in round 5. Yes, off of a mistake from Glover. He still got him out there, though. Maybe I'm coping, but I think Yuri is going to get it done. Next one, we have Beneil Dariush versus Manny Moicano. Now, who do I think is going to win this? Oh, let me think. Beep, boop, beep, 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 boop. Why don't I do that? It's Moicano. It's Moicano. Dariush is past it, guys. Dariush is fucking past. Do you remember when people were picking Dariush to beat Charles Oliveira? What happened? Like, people are like, oh, Beneil's going to be his biggest test yet, guys. Nope. I think Beneil, he's on a losing streak at the moment. All right, Moicano's on a winning streak. He's got all the momentum in the world. You know, they are the same age, which is very fucking weird. You wouldn't think it. Like, if you really wouldn't think it. Beneil is, he looks like an old man. But I've got Moicano in here by TKO, kind of like how he did to beat BSD. Kind of the same sort of thing. Just takes him down, dominates him on the ground with unreal ground and pound. I'm predicting a TKO, Manny Moicano, the same way he did to BSD. I think it's going to be pretty one-sided. Like I say, Dariush is past it now. He's done. He's done. I think this will be it for Dariush. This might be his last fight. Like, if he doesn't beat Moicano, I don't see him in title contention. I'll be honest. Maybe he could lay up like a Mauricio Rufy or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, guys. But I mean, I don't want to see Dariush versus Rufy. I think that's a weird matchup. But yeah, I just think he's past it. Moicano's on the way up. He's looking fucking good. He's on a roll, mate. He's on a roll. I would have loved to see. I would have rather have seen Moicano versus Pimblett in London. No. Is it? Yeah, in London. Sorry, yeah, in London. I was thinking, is it Manchester? UFC London, and I'd love to see Paddy versus Moicano, but we didn't get it. But oh well, never mind. Maybe in the future, if Paddy gets past Chandler and Moicano gets past Dariush, they can fight. I don't think Paddy will beat Chandler though, because he loses his chin like this, and he gets rocked a lot. So I don't know, but we're not talking about that fight. We're talking about this fight. Moicano, TKO. All right, I think that's what's going to happen. And I don't think it's a very controversial take to say that, but yeah. Next one, we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Now, I'm going to get a bit of stick for this one. But I think Merab's going to make it look easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, I think that Merab's going to get 49-46 on Umar. Let me explain before you all go, what? You don't know anything about MMA. You're so stupid. Me. Like, I get what people say. Like Umar's wrestling's ridiculous, guys. It's really, really good. Like, yeah, it is good. Against who? Name 5 Umar opponents. But name 3 that aren't Corey Sandhagen. Go on. Oh, you can't because they're fucking cans, bro. Obviously, he's dominating cans. Obviously, he's dominating fucking cans. People are like, dude, this Umar, his wrestling's ridiculous. Like, he's dominating guys. He's dominating them. Like, well, yeah, obviously. If you look at the people that Umar's dominated compared to the people that Merab has dominated, all right, there's a big, big difference there, all right? Merab is dominating former champions. Aldo. If past 4 wins, right? O'Malley, Cejudo, Petr Yan, Aldo. Like, who's Umar beat? Corey Sandhagen, or can. Like, I get it. Umar's good. I think Merab is better. I think Merab's pace is too much for anyone to handle. I don't see anyone beating him. I really don't. And I think Merab's going to make it look really, really easy. I don't think he's going to take him down. I think this performance from Merab is going to be a lot like Aldo and Piotr Jan, where he fails a lot of takedowns, where he's controlling him the whole fight, so it goes to him. I think it's going to be a boring fight, I'll be honest. I think it's going to be a really boring fight. I think Umar's defensive wrestling is going to counter Merab's attempt of takedowns. And I think it's going to be another case of Merab just controlling up against the cage, knee into the thigh, but it's just enough to kind of win the rounds. It's going to be a 49-46 win by Merab. At the very least, it's going to be 49-46. And you know what? When it happens, you can all come back to this video and say, no, Bromo, you were right, we were wrong. You're a genius, we're all silly, because I feel like everyone's just picking Umar. Number one, because they don't like Merab. Like that is the main reason. They don't like Merab. They think he's boring. You know, he's retarded. He's beating everyone's favorite fighter, like Sean O'Malley, Piotr Jan, Jose Aldo. You know, he's beating all the guys' favorites, and he's doing it dominantly. People just don't like him. They don't like his fight style. And another case is literally everyone's saying Umar's the guy. Umar's the guy, everyone. Like why don't you have a thought for yourself for once instead of just agreeing with what everyone's saying? Like, have your own original thoughts for once, UFC fans. It's like this fucking Zabit, like, oh, what if? Zabit's the biggest what if. He'd be champion right now. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't be champion right now. He just wouldn't be champion now. Name 3 of his wins that isn't Calvin Kea. Go for it. I dare you. You can't do it unless you Google it. So yeah, Umar's basically, people picking Umar because he's a popular pick, alright? He's literally fought Corey Sandhagen and that's it. Alright, and let's be honest, Merab would destroy Corey Sandhagen too, so I don't see why people think, wow, Umar dominated Corey Sandhagen, so he's going to dominate Merab. Like, no, Merab would also dominate Corey Sandhagen. Objectively, he would do that. So I don't know why and people are saying, Umar's got better striking. So did Sean O'Malley. Like, what has that got to do with anything? Like, I know Umar has better wrestling than Sean O'Malley, so he could probably negate Merab's takedown defense. But even the guys even like Jose Aldo, that negated pretty much every takedown, he still controlled the entire fight. It doesn't really matter. You can stuff his takedowns. He's still gonna like control the whole fight. And I don't think that's how fights should be scored, but that's how they are scored. Unfortunately, it seems like. So I'm going 49-46 decision by Merab. Islam versus Tsarukyan. Can I just say that Tsarukyan is in phenomenal. Look at him. All right, he's like a Greek god, and he's quite handsome. He's quite a handsome chap. All right, no bromo, but he's fucking handsome. Now that's out of the way. Who do I think is going to win this fight? Now this is, I would say, if Tsarukyan cannot beat Islam, no one's beating Islam at lightweight. I think the only other chance of someone beating Islam is if Topuria moves up. But even then, I don't think Topuria even beats Islam. He could do. I don't think he does though. That fight is that is like the most pick-em fight I can remember in a long time. Tsarukyan's good. He's improved an awful lot since their first fight. All right, the first fight was really good. They were both kind of like just negating each other's grappling. It was really entertaining. But since then, they've both got a lot better at striking as well. Like they both just kind of leveled up their game a lot since the first fight. But who's leveled up more? It's Islam Makhachev. Islam's evolved, bro. Tsarukyan's leveled up. Islam's evolved. He's like a Charmeleon into a Charizard, you know. Tsarukyan's kind of just like, well, you know, you've got your Charmeleon, okay, you've leveled it up slightly. Well, not slightly. You've leveled it up, so its attacks are more powerful. It's not quite evolved yet, though, to that Charizard, if you know what I'm saying. I think Islam's just going to get it done. And to be honest, I think it's going to go to the decision again. I think it's going to be a lot like the first fight, to be honest, because they both have leveled up a lot, and they've improved a lot. And I think that Tsarukyan, well, he just had a grappling match with Hamza, and fair play, Hamza kind of ragdolled him or whatever. But he kind of he did okay. He survived. And Khamzat's a big, strong dude. He's bigger and stronger than Islam. So I think that is going to go in his favour, and I think he's going to be able to kind of... They're both going to be able to negate each other's grappling, and the striking's going to kind of... I think Islam's got better striking than Arman, but it's kind of like it's very, very close, in my opinion. So I'm picking Islam by decision, not by... I was originally going to think, you know what, submission, because Islam submits everyone, but my thought process is here, he went to a decision with Volk, moving up a weight class. Okay, Volk, obviously featherweight champ, moved up. Decision, close decision. Arman just is a lightweight, and he is a very good lightweight, and they are a very decent fight, a very good fight, a very back and forth fight last time round. They're both leveling up their game. I think Islam's leveled up a little bit more. Like I said, he's evolved, so I think it's going to be a decision win for Islam. It's going to be a lot of the same as last time, negating each other's wrestling. And I think ultimately it's going to come down to who does the most damage on the feet. Because I don't think this fight, I don't think anyone's going to do any damage, really. They'll probably do a little bit of damage, but not a significant amount to the point where that's why they win that round. I think it's going to be who does better on the feet, for me personally. And I think that'll be Islam. Yeah, he knocked out Volk on short notice, but fucking, why does my camera do this all the time? Knocked out Volk on short notice. I get it short notice. It's kind of like, meh. He still did it though, and it's still Volk, and he's dropping Charles. That's like Charles ain't no slouch on the feet either. Okay. He stood toe to toe with Poirier in the striking. Dustin Poirier in the striking, like, come on now. That's no joke. That is no joke. So I got Islam by decision. So let's just go over my picks again. I got Derrida by sub. I have Yuri by round 2 stoppage, TKO. I think it's going to be a TKO. I would love for it to be a flush KO, but I'm thinking TKO. I got Moicano again by TKO in round 2. I've got Merab by decision, and I've got Islam by decision. Let me know what you guys think about my picks. Let me know what your guys' picks are. Okay? I'd love to hear it. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I just delusional? Who knows? Either way, like and subscribe. My links are down below. Alright? They are. Go click them. Go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And until next time, I'll see you in a bit.